What exactly is a connected relationship? How do we define that? Hi, I'm Dr. Megan, and I guide people in growing, learning, and cultivating connection and curiosity. About a month or so ago at this point, I made a post about connected relationships and the importance of them. This is a topic I cover quite a bit in my trainings. And someone asked how we are defining connected relationships. So I finally wanted to take a moment to share via social media how I've been defining it and what I talk about in my trainings. So when we talk about connected relationships, we're really talking about the process of building and maintaining a reciprocal relationship with our clients. I'm going to tell you how we do that, but I do want to make sure we also are acknowledging that in most human services fields, this is the priority. In their graduate training, they spend whole courses learning how to develop rapport and strong relationships with their clients. But for some reason in behavior analysis, this has not been that big of a focus, even though we understand terms like pairing and motivation and reinforcement. The idea of actually building a relationship and having strong rapport is not something that's typically covered. So when I work on building a connected relationship, I'm usually focusing on 4 different areas. The first of these is social communication, and part of that is because of the research around the importance of social communication, but also when I focus on social communication, I'm setting up opportunities for the client to initiate and share enjoyment with me. So it's a good metric for me to understand whether or not I'm creating a positive learning experience for my client. The second area I'm looking at is emotional regulation. And this is a big focus, again, based on research showing that people learn best when they're regulated. And I'm looking at how calm and relaxed is my client during our interactions. Third, I want to make sure I'm understanding the client's individual preferences, needs, and wants, that I have a deep understanding of who they are, how they move through this world, what their communication looks like. It's going to take some time often to really deeply understand their needs and how I can help them meet those needs, but I'm making attempts from the very beginning to really unhook from any learning histories I have or biases I have and just get in there and closely observe what's going on for them and how they enjoy this world. And the last thing I'm doing is creating an environment of safety and support. I'm doing everything I can to make the environment low stress, predictable, and comfortable for the client. I'm trying my best to understand how I can support them, what changes I can make to the environment, how I can show up and do things that are supportive in nature as well. At some point during intervention, as we move through the phases of service delivery, we might adjust these different things because we want to get closer and closer to the natural environment, make sure we're building meaningful and functional skill sets. But when we're first getting started, it's really difficult to develop that connected relationship if I'm not doing these 4 things. Many people might hear me talk about this and go, oh, I'm already doing all of that. So I guess I've already been working on it. My experience has been that typically there's not systematic methods in place, and it's just something people are told to do. So those are the 4 things I focus on, but then I also have programs and different training components that I've created to help teach people the steps for building that connected relationship. If you find this information helpful, make sure to give me a follow.